Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mamiya, and today we're going to be checking out some more of the awesome action roguelike Sworn. So in last episode, in case you missed it, we played as the Rook using the gauntlets to quite considerable effect. It was essentially a freeze slash poison build. So we were using our gauntlets to apply chill and frost, making it so we had the ability to cause a damaging over time effect from our chill, and then we used the commander shield spell with a bit of venom, so all of our attacks inside the commander shield applied venom, and then we just watched the dot ticks go ham. So yeah, if that sounds like something you're interested in, then do go check out my previous video. But for today, we are going to be trying something that I've not fully committed to on a video before, and that is a co-op kind of build. I want to give you something that I've had some success with in co-op. We won't be playing co-op today, but hopefully this can serve as some sort of guide if you guys want to take this build in with your mates. But yeah, before we do get started on the build guide, if you just want to skip straight ahead to the run, there is chapters in the video, so feel free. The chapter for run start will be marked below. But yeah, let's get into things then. So you're going to want the monk as the character starting off with. And then as far as the source goes, we just go channeler in the war tree and channeler in the life tree. And then thanks to one of our, one of my viewers suggesting we try secret shops being 25% less, we're going to stick that on. In a couple of my test runs, I did have pretty good success with it. Purifying embers just for the curse removal, I always find super useful. And then we're going mainly into Cleona today, so I think purity is the way we want to go. 3% base damage for every blessing from a specific Feylord. We want Cleona's potion, the Essence of Death, as our potion. Then for your weapon, you can pretty much have any weapon, I will say, for this build. Not massively important. The only reason that I'm picking the magic staff today is because it's basic attack, hits multiple times from one swing, and it's ranged as well. So we're planning on putting venom onto this basic attack, and we also want a Biera blessing that makes magic recharge whenever we hit with our light or heavy attack. So this is going to give us more charge. You could also use the tome, but I have a build in mind for the tome, so I want to save that for a different video. So yeah, we're using the magic staff today with singularity. This is the ability that gives your light attack those extra hits after you fire it, so it now implodes into a nova that deals damage over time. And then reckoning lets our heavy attack have a lot more knockback and can wall slam, dealing 30% more damage. The knockback is particularly useful for like pushing enemies into traps, or say you got a charging enemy coming at you, you can just heavy attack and blast them away. It's good for keeping yourself alive, considering we only have one dodge. And then the build around for this entire build is the crystal turret. I'll just give you a quick show of what it does. We're basically going to want to be spamming these down and letting them go to town on all of the enemies that we have. We're going to be putting some weakness on those bad boys. Let's get stuck in, because that is the pre-run setup. Okay. Just put down a load of turrets, as many as you can. And let's drink Leona straight away.
There's one thing I'm good at.
Nice, we get it instantly. Draining Flourish, your spell is stronger and inflicts weak. We get 33% damage bonus. That's going to be huge. Now, I'm still convinced that the more elites you go to, the higher chance, you have it hitting a Fey Realm. So we're going to hit up this elite first. You want to get, as always, you want to get as many Fey Realms as possible, basically. It's just really going to supplement your damage. The main tactic for this build, like I say, is you literally just put down your turrets, let them do the work and move around, trying to dodge as much as possible. That's why I say it's more of a co-op build, because it can be slow in single player. And also you can apply a huge amount of weakness to an enemy, which means that they're not going to hit you or your allies for anywhere near as much damage. So it's really good for support. As we get some of the later blessings, damage really comes into its own as well. There's a couple of things for Cleona that make weakness deal a lot of damage. And lo and behold, we get another elite. They're both bloody elites. Minus 5% max health curse and cyclones as the corruptions. I think we go for that. We don't want Oberon today. He has served as well. Not for this build. There is definitely an Oberon build for, or an Oberon variant for this build, should I say. That's more about insane attack speed for your spell. You can make them shoot absolutely crazy fast if you put Fury on your turrets, but we want to provide some support as well. As you can see, our damage is not great at the moment. We'll get there, don't worry. Push that guy into a trap. Amazing. More Cleona. Here we go. This is basically Spirit Siphon and Spirit Thief are going to be ways to supplement our damage massively. So Spirit Siphon says gain a spirit charge over time from enemies afflicted with weak. We get 9 charge per second, and Spirit Charge says whenever you have 100 Spirit Charge, your next attack that inflicts weak causes a Soul Rend. Soul Rend increases attack damage by 300%. So essentially we're going to want as much Spirit Charge as possible to be able to do these Soul Rends to make our spell do way, 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 way more damage. And I guess we go for Fairy Embers here. Let's just double check the room. Nothing around us. Yeah. Fairy Embers to get rid of some of our curse. We don't have a blessing on our light attack. -1 mana charge is a little bit of a stinky corruption, but we can deal with it, I think. Ooh, that guy decided to jump out of the area of our turrets. Okay. Let's get a turret down. We may take a little bit of damage trying to get this guy. I'm just trying to put turrets in acceptable places. Make sure he doesn't jump away from us. So we slowly whittle him down. As I say, the early game is going to be a lot of, like, dodging and trying to tank up a little bit. Once we get more of that spirit charge, we're going to be dealing damage, especially when we get some of our swords in the stone. They can become insanely powerful. What do we got here? Upgrade the level of 2 random blessings, gain a res token. I mean, I do love a res token. Can we afford both of them? We can. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. Ooh, okay. I didn't realize we only had one blessing that could get upgraded there. I guess. I won't look now, but our soul rend ability must not have levels, which is weird. I thought it would. Oh, hello. Yeah. Think you can hide from me in that corner there, buddy? Not happening. Let's push you back into range. You see how the soul rend is triggering on turret attacks? There you go, it happened right there. I think we got a re-roll here. Soul rend effects deal more damage is also insane. Spirit Thief can be crazy. Gain spirit charge whenever an enemy with weak dies. I think we probably want Indomitable Spirit though. Your soul rend effects deal more damage, 150% more damage. Yeah, more damage at the moment, and then we'll worry about getting more spirit charge. Let's go, soul rend. And we absolutely want the money. Minus 30% movement speed and companion seal are the corruptions. We don't have a companion. And the movement speed is a little bit rough, but we can work with it. In the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that bad. Let's see if we can get this guy in the trap. Beautiful. Oh, I totally forgot that we had an elite. I feel like I do that a lot. Pick an elite room and then act surprised when we find an elite in the very same room. There we go. Elite is down. That one was significantly quicker. Alright, we've got 207 coins. Remember, we need 300 for the gold gem of the ring. From our good buddy Lancelot. What's our legendary beast going to be? It is the Ent, the Tree Ent. I actually quite like this guy because you can just slap him from a distance and it's relatively okay. You still want to get in close when he does the lightning attack though. We be soul rending. We be soul rending. Oh yeah. That just hit everyone there. Interesting. Soul Rend must be a little AoE around the enemy because we're hitting multiple enemies when they're close to each other with the Soul Rend. That is something that I did not realize. And here is our first sword in the stone. These are going to be major power spikes for us. And what you want to save your rerolls for. They're very important. Oh no. Yeah. I dodged the wrong way there. These chuffing meteorites always get the best of me. And Jewel Core, this is one of them that we want. One of the swords in the stone. Your spell lasts longer and fires more. 50% bonus duration. Amazing. We want another res token. Probably not. How much money? We still need more money. I think we go for the skill upgrade here. I know I said we needed to tank up. But realistically, I've found with this build, you don't quite need as much max health as some of the other builds, just because you essentially are standing away from enemies and out of harm's way as much as you can. You're focusing a lot more on dodging and letting your turrets deal with the enemies. So I tend to not get, well, I say I don't get hit as much. At least in rooms, I don't get hit as much. Still on stuff like Morgana or bosses in general, with one dodge, their attacks are really tough to dodge. Alright, can we get... Our spell is stronger and inflicts weak. Amazing. Going from 47 to 61% bonus damage. Beautiful. And do you know what? I will actually take the heal here. I think that's going to be important to us. We'll probably only get the minimum amount, but you know what? Oh, the minimum amount is 20, by the way. So getting hit by that tidal wave hit us for half of the minimum amount. Uh-oh. Oh, we got 30. Okay. So we did actually just get healed by 20. Still no Lancelot. Maybe I'll... You know, sometimes I get worried that we've missed him. Moonstones. I don't want 50% enemy damage. If we end up getting Lancelot in this room, that's gonna suck. And there he is. You can tell by these... No, causing me to get hit there. It is what it is. You can tell by these flashing stars or sparkles. If it's a combat shrine, there's normally like a little ghostly outline, whereas I don't think Lancelot actually has a ghostly outline. Come on, let's have you. We just want to get these guys dead as quickly as possible. There we go. Try and kite them over to our little turret shenaniganery we've got going on over there. Beautiful. That's pretty much the tactic that you want to do. You want to be maneuvering in and out of your turrets to force enemies to get closer to your turrets. We get more Cleona. Amazing. It is gonna be mainly a Cleona build, but like I say, we're gonna have a couple of Babbed and Biera as well. Oh shit, I dashed the wrong direction there. What you got for us? I mean, we could get Draining Dash to shoot a soul missile. None of these are massively important, but I want to save my rerolls just in case. Let's get a Draining Dash. That soul missile there. Doing very important things. We will be spamming soul missiles, hopefully, at some point. Keep these guys away from us with our heavy attack. Or just melt them. Either way, we're doing good. Oh, each. Move just out the way of the traps there. Amazing. Right, we've got 400 money going into the shop. Which means I probably take the gold gem and a heal. I could take max health. You know what? I think I'm going to be greedy and get the max health. Since we skipped a couple of the max health reward options on this floor, I feel like picking it up in the shop is definitely the way to go. We are going to want some max health. we just maneuver around the whirlwind shenaniganery. Our Soul Rends are doing 223 damage there. That is a nice amount of damage. You can see the bar, not the bar, but the number at the bottom there ticking up. That's when a Soul Rend's next gonna go off. We just want to get as much damage in as possible here while he's stuck in one place. Move back over to the turrets, and he's done. Nice. I think I only got hit once there. Leaving plenty of health for us to sacrifice for the red element. Do we want Beera or Mab? I think we want Mab now. Force a Mab, then we don't have to worry about it anymore. There's two, I think, blessings we want from Mab. Enemies regen health, that could be scary, but Fairy Embers, we've got a bit of curse, so best get rid of that as soon as we can. Yeah, we're gonna want Venom on our light attack. And there's a duo boon we want that makes weakness weaken enemies even more. That's another crucial part of the build. Oh no, mate, you're not jumping again. You gotta be joking. No, we got hit by shuffing homing bullets. They're so frustrating. With one dodge, you gotta run around them. I'm just gonna bop you back. Okay. We've got 13 gold, so not enough money to buy anything at the secret shop. Ooh, but a nice heal from some barrels there. Yeah, don't tempt me. Oh. That is a babbed. We don't want either of these, but let's go for the elite GOG, because at least then we might be able to... Maybe we put GOG on a heavy attack. Probably our best option. Oh, we get a Fey Realm though. That's made this room absolutely worth it. And it's hard to get to this guy when he's got all this crap going on. Some horrible hits there. No. Heavy attack is stronger and inflicts stagger. I think that's the one we go for here. 35% damage bonus. We want Venom on our light attack, so it's a no to the Mighty Touch. And then I think we still want Cleona's Companion. So yeah, let's get stagger on our heavy attack. And we get our first Fey Realm. What's it gonna be? We got the Merlin sign. Is it gonna be... It is stand in the marked areas. Awesome. I like to put a turret down in each area. Or two if I'm feeling brave. It's causing me to take damage. Alright guys, yeah, I get it. We're in your home. But we managed to avoid that. Ooh, your spell is stronger, 45% damage buff. Absolutely, that is huge. And I think we actually just go for money here. Meteor Shower is deadly with 1 dash. Especially when we're on... Ooh. Oh man, Tidal Wave and Meteor Shower is definitely a rough one. I'm just going to pop those down and let guys come to us. Okay, where is the last guys? There. We got him. A massive 12 health. There is a shop. We've not gone against the legendary beast yet. Do we go for a heal? Yeah. I think we grab a heal from the shop. Just before we go against this legendary beast. We can't afford any of these. Oh, it's not the legendary beast. Okay. I think I'd rather have enemy movement speed than minus 50% mana regen for a spell build. Turrets down. With enemies moving around the map, we should be able to just annihilate them, basically. If they get close to our turrets. Oh, there's a loot goblin. Shit. Oh, man. We managed to get him. Amazing. Oh, and a bit of a heal. More crystals. What is this room? Oh, and gold. It's got one of everything. Fucking hell. We're getting lucky here. Just before the legendary beast. Let's do this. Who are we going to get? We get Shorty. Bring it on, Bozo. He jumps 3 times. Tidal Waves is going to be a pain. Come on. Get in the zone. We just need him to be, like, actually in range of our turrets. That's what we're struggling with here. I think I want to wait till I've got 3 that I can chuck down. There we go. Now we can get some fat damage on him. Ooh. Feel that was getting dangerously close there to being hit, but we're fine. We got him. Oh, we definitely don't need Titania. Let's go for a Fey banner. Lunar Blossom. Where are you spawning? They're always horrible with these homing shot guys. And rats. Can't forget the exploding rats. Oh, we're missing them. One more siege should do it. Oh, got it. Leona. I mean, I can't say no to that. Spirit Thief, you gain spirit charge whenever an enemy with weak dies. 22 spirit charge gained. Pretty good. Death Engine, you gain captured souls whenever your soul missile hit first. I'm actually going to re-roll here. Soul missiles, no. As much as I like Bonebreaker, we're not really doing stagger. I mean, it could be good. Does it feel... Yeah, it feels a bit bad moving away from that, but... Oh my god, we're going hard here. Alright. Splintered Soul. Whenever you apply weak to a foe with an attack or a spell, release a soul missile behind them. Yeah, that's going to be huge for room clear. 29 damage on the soul missile as well. This is what I was saying when I was talking about we're going to soon be able to spam soul missiles. Oh, do we go for the healthier? No, I don't think we can. 50% enemy damage is real rough. But we need these Fey Blessings, and do you know what? I'm even going to do Essence of Venom here to get a mab one. I think we go Beera in Act 3. Maybe save it for a similar situation like this, where we got an elite, so we get better options. Nice. What you got for us, mab? Something good? Light attack inflicts venom. Here we go. Venom damage is 7. Awesome. We have mab. That means we should be able to now get the duo blessing with mab and Cleona. That makes weakness weaken enemies even more. Spell blessing seal. We're not going for that. Even though this is 50% enemy health. Spell blessing seal just destroys us. Oh, hate jumping, guys. But if we can just keep... Oh, that's a curse monument. I think that gives us a res token, maybe? For minus 50% max health curse. No, we don't want it. It's too much curse. Plus we've already got 4 reses. Yeah, oh, I should have read that first. Spell blessing seal. At least it's not an elite on this one. We'll see how we do without Cleona giving us a huge damage buff. We just make the enemies follow us. Although we don't want to get trapped in a corner when we've got whirlwind dudes coming after us. Absolutely not. Mab light attacking coming in useful there. Find that venom. Amazing. 369 gold we're on now. Should be able to get us some goodies from the shop. Question is, what do we get? Let's go mab. There we go, we got it. Grave weakness. Your weak effects reduce enemy damage even more, an extra 10%, so foes are going to deal 30% less damage. Big. I think we get max health and a heal. Feel relatively safe against this guy. Percy should be possible without dying, he says. I don't want to jinx myself there, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Meteor shower, though. You can't just do me a solid once game, could you? We do want to keep the poison up if we can as well. Not necessarily max stacks of poison, just as much as we can keep up, because it is slowly doing damage to him. I'm going to wait until we have 3 charges and he stops moving again. Or moves over to our direction, should I say. Then we can put all our turrets down. Try and bait him into the turret zone. Are you coming? He's here. Glad to finally have you around. Come on, Percy. Get your ass over here. There we go. Nice. Like I said, it's basically just a question of, oh my god, I shouldn't have spoken. I was just about to speak about it's saying it's a question of dodging everything and staying alive while your turrets do their work and immediately get bonked for a ton of damage. There we go, we got him though. No problem. Probably didn't even need to take the heal from the shop before the boss. But better to be safe than sorry, I always say. Let's get Vera. We want her magic effects. Ooh, and a sword in the stone straight away is amazing. Hopefully we get lucky and it gets offered to us, the one that we want, straight away. Do have a few rerolls just in case, but keeping some rerolls spare is always preferable. You want to come over here and blast me with your laser beam? I know you do. You can't resist. There we go. We got him. Here we go. Rapid fire. Your spell deals less damage but attacks dramatically faster. This is the other one, and it's our first offer. Man, that's so lucky. So our turrets get 250% bonus attack speed, but they get minus 45% damage reduction. So it's actually a massive DPS boost. And it means we're going to be applying weak a lot quicker, which means we're going to be getting our soul rend off a lot more. It's just altogether amazing. I guess we go for an upgrade then, since we've got no money. Not even enough to buy the cheapest thing from the traveling merchant. I say traveling merchant, it's the secret shop. What's traveling merchant from? Is that a Slay the Spire thing? Yep. It's something. More soul missile damage. No, we want to be thinking about boss damage here. So 45% more damage on our soul rend, I think, is the way we want to go. Rather than an extra just 5% in general on a draining flourish. So put it this way. I think at the moment our weak attacks... Oh, we just get 9 spirit charge per second. We're not getting extra soul rend. Okay, so I can't directly relate the damage bonus in either of these. Never mind. I still think 45% more damage on our soul rend is going to equate to more than just a 5% damage increase. Yeah. Ooh, and we get an event in the next room. Let's just double check around here, make sure there's no barrels with some good stuff in for us. And it does not look like it. Awesome. Let's go. Oh, what a horrible room as well. But we don't want Lou. Spell Blessing Seal and minus 50 mana regen, or we're going to have a tough time destroying these crystals, I think. Or getting to these crystals, anyway. Yeah. A lot of enemies might spawn. My god, we're getting insanely lucky that they're all spawning in one spot when movement is our biggest issue, I think. Crazy. Right, I think you guys can handle that. Ah, we did miss one. It's fine. I think they're the last enemies anyway, yeah. So we actually did amazing. Now we've just got these bozos to deal with. We're slamming them into walls, dealing more damage. Get out of here. Okay. I don't think we need more map. But we could... more stacks of venom? We're not really getting up to max stacks of venom. Other than on bosses, we will be. Caustic Finale, enemies with venom explode on death, releasing bile. And bile is a toxic projectile that deals 25 damage and bonus damage for each stack of venom. 5.5 extra damage. This could be a lot of damage, for, especially for room clear. But kind of want our venom to be dealing more damage per tick. This is going to supplement our damage a little bit more in boss fights. So let's get Lasting Sting there. Trial of Corruption, no resurrections. I don't think I care about the moonstones there. I don't want money more than anything, really. Exploding mushrooms and meteor showers. I am going to try and bait out another Fey Realm, though, with going for Silk in this elite fight. Will it be possible? Are you feeling kind to me? Ooh, there's a loot goblin. Where do you think you're going, buddy? No, too far away. We got him, though. Heavy attacks pulling through for us. Just this bloke left. Go on, pop your head up. Where have you gone? Let's bonk him. Ah, right into the turrets there. Amazing. Oh, do we get greedy here? Do we want another res token? Probably not. Level of 2 random blessings or the level of 1 blessing by 4? Let's just see what's being offered to us. Okay, that is another elite with levels. Sure, let's get the Beast Eye. Venomous Touch going up to level 5. That means our Venom now deals 12.13 damage per tick. And per stack. Which means in total we're dealing 21 damage per tick with Venom. Per stack, I think. Yeah. That's a fair whack of damage. Spell Blessing Seal again. But we go in for it. We do like those upgrades. It's not like we're doing no damage. Although, we are getting trapped into a corner here by a pair of slappers. Alright. Is it just this guy left? Where are you coming up? In the wrong spot, my friend. There we go. Spell is stronger, an extra 9% damage on our spell. I think we've got to take that. From 61 to 70% extra damage. And we just... Ooh, that is extra money. Not going to say no to extra money. So we go to our legendary beast. Who's it going to be? We got Cyclones as the curse. It's the Naga Witch. Best tactic I've found for her Okay, just leave us alone with your balls. We get it. I just stick down all of the turrets in the center and let them go ham. Oh, I totally forgot we've got Beera. I've got to remember we've got a Beera potion because we're going to want mana regen on our attacks so we can spam even more turrets. Look at them just being nasty there. Absolute filth. Silk. I do want moonstones, but at the same time, I don't want less mana charges, rather. Both of them have heavy attack, blessing seal. Oh, and we get a Fey Realm. Amazing. Gotta make a decision to how greedy we want to be as well. I see a secret shop, and I'm immediately like, ooh, what you got for us, buddy? A world of wonders awaits in the secret shop. But then I'm sad when we get to the shop before the boss, and I'm like, I don't have any money, what happened to it all? Alright, you spent it. I don't want another res token. Honestly, I don't want any of these. Attacks dealing more damage. Doesn't matter. Extra dash charge could be useful. Sorry, just had to let my dog out there. She wanted to leave the room. Yeah. Beast Blood. Yeah, none of these are very relevant. Well, thank you for giving me a naff shop anyway. Secret shop. I mean... Do we take a res token? It is incredibly tempting, I'm not gonna lie. But nah, I think 4 reses is fine. Although, if you're playing along at home, and you don't feel massively confident in just sticking around and dodging projectiles, especially towards the end of the game, and you want to be like more of a tank support role for your mates in a co-op run, then pick up as many res tokens as you can get your hands on, because that way you can be the one that's always alive and resing your friends. Your spell is stronger, but you move slower. 60% damage bonus there. That is insane. I'm going to go for it. Lethargic Wisdom here. I swear the common blessings aren't normally 60%. But I guess that Lethargic Aura proves me wrong there, because that's 60% damage on ult as well. Yeah, let's get 60% damage on our spell for 10% slower movement. No reses there is a little bit scary. Oh, spell blessing seal and 50% enemy damage. Going for it. As much as I hate spell blessing seal, I want to get rid of this curse. Try and get enemies to come into our domain. We should be dealing significantly more damage to them. Look at them. The turret's just annihilating guys. Love it. It's even without the blessing seal. Awesome. It's like we're 14 up, basically. Is all of our curse gone? And just want to do a scour of the room before we head on to the next. Check for barrels. And there is none. I think we take money here. Yeah, money over upgrade. I'd like at least 200 so we could get a blessing from the shop before the boss. Maybe 250 for a heal as well if we need it. Not sure we will. Ooh, okay. I was certain we were going to get hit there, but we managed just to avoid it. Look at us. Absolutely demolishing that guy. Kind of feel bad for him. But you came onto the wrong platform, my friend. You really did. Ooh, mab. I don't know if we care about more mab. But do we care about upgrade? No, we care about upgrades even less. I wonder if you use this potion, does it turn a mab blessing into a Bera blessing? Should we try it out? Because I've never done it before, so it's going to be a little bit of science on my behalf. I'm sure you guys have tried it at home, but I want to see what it does. We may get destroyed here and lose out on our potion. Ah, yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, well. Venom deals damage faster, 25% additional tick speed. Don't we already have Venom deals damage faster? No, bonus damage with lasting sting and increased duration. Let's actually see what Venom does. Deals damage over time with each stack. Can we get a little bit more information, game? Since tick speed plus 25% is a tick a second. Who knows? Let's get it anyway. So, time for the shot before the boss. We're gonna get a bearer? We're not gonna get a bearer. Oh no. How much do I want to spend my money here? We don't have enough for both a blessing and max health. I think I'm just going to go for max health and a heal. And an upgrade, rather. 5% more damage, or... what's that? Like 26% more damage on Soul Rend. Honestly, yeah. Let's just keep stacking that damage on the Soul Rend. And we're at full health. We do have Bera's buff still going. Wonder when that'll disappear. Oh, I dodged straight into that there. Right. Oh, your balls. Your nasty, nasty balls. Bedivere, you are getting absolutely annihilated. We'd love to see that. Alright. That was a quick fight. We should be back up to full health from the fountain. Now, if we switch out potions here, is it going to get rid of our Bera buff? It just says Bera appears in the next blessing banner. So, maybe it... oh, it removed it. Oh, that is shit. Oh well. Hopefully, we've still got a few rerolls, so maybe if we're lucky, we can get some Bera. We already have Omega damage on our spell. It is literally just a case of we want Bera to make it so we regen magic on our attacks. That's just going to make us spam, be able to... it's going to essentially take us to the next level. I always love to go for money here. Dodge the arrows. Oh, don't dodge the mage. Boom. Yeah, we're going for Beera. We've got to. That guy should get absolutely demolished pretty quickly. See you later. Okay, they all did. Ooh. I don't know. With us getting Cleona there, I don't think it's worth re-rolling for Beera. Accretion, you gain captured souls over time for each foe afflicted by weak. Captured souls is when we reach 100, create a living urn, and a living urn is an urn that rushes at nearby foes, exploding, dealing 250 damage. We get 7 captured souls per hit. So we'll be spawning these all the time. I do love that. Untouchable is irrelevant, I think. 10 seconds is just not long enough for it to be worth it, in my opinion, being immune. But here we go. Spirit Channeler. Decrease the amount of spirit charge you need to trigger Soul Rend by 80%. This is absolutely ludicrous, and it's going to make us Soul Rend constantly. We're going to be dealing so much more damage. Spirit Channeler is absolutely what we want. We get 80% bonus charge. We've got no curse. So let's go for the crystal shards. Oh no. You know my feeling on swordsman. Can you be the first to die, please? I'll take second if you're so close to dying there. Alright, that was a nice and quick room. Don't really want permanent max health curse if we can avoid it. Enemy movement speed. It's okay. Oh, I totally just walked into that mage's fireball there. Come over to this side, buddy. Don't you want to hit me? Oh, once again. Blast from the wall. You really know how to get me, don't you, mage? Mr. Mage. More so than normal. Oh, we got to go for the max health curse. That guy's just going to die very quickly. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Some awkward moves. We do have 225 for potential healing. I'm going to reroll. Nice, Beera. Amazing. Come on, give us what we want. Spell deals 25% more bonus damage. That is something we're after. However, we got it. Oh, we want all of these. Look at all this good shit. Arcane Energy, 39% recovery speed. Is that going to be better than Spell Thief, is the question. Spell Thief is hitting an enemy with a light attack or heavy attack restores mana. 7% mana per hit. What's going to equate more turrets for us here? 39% recovery speed. I'm almost 100% sure that our light attack, the damage over time ticks that it does, trigger Spell Thief. So every time we actually use our light attack, I believe that we're getting 3 or 4 7% worth of mana. Yeah, I think we got to go for Spell Thief as we head over to Arthur. Get that heal going. Ooh, can't afford both of these. I'm going to go for more Cleona. Spirit Thief is not going to be massively relevant to us now, I don't think, because we're going into bosses. But March of Souls could be relevant. We are doing some soul missile triggers. 700 damage. Yeah, and just getting an ult in general, getting the invincibility frames from ult is so useful. We got a strong Arthur as well. Let's see what you got for us. With 3 phases, it's going to be a lot of dodging. And maneuver him. Yeah. Oh man, he's moved up. Get him over here. Get your ass over here, Arthur. Come on. Please. Don't play silly buggers with me. Come on. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, bring him over here. May as well ult. Just dodge. He should be in phase 2 any second now. I want to get our mana up as much as we can. Just... Okay, let's ult again. While he does the accursed meteors. And... only getting hit by one of those fireballs, I feel, is great. We're getting trapped in a wall here. Oh no. Ooh. I think we saved the ult for phase 3. There we go. Nice. Pretty casual phase 2 there. Less sketchy moments, but overall, once we managed to kite him through all of our turrets, he just kind of disappeared. And we should do even harder work on Dragon Arthur, because Dragon Arthur does not move around. Oh my god. Like on the edge of getting hit of all of those. Okay. Let's go turret crazy. Let's get our weakness going. He is getting absolutely destroyed. You love to see that. Chuffing swordsman, dealing all the damage. Oh shit. Alright, I'm just gonna ult there because that was scary. And he's down. Oh yeah. I told you guys, once this build starts going, it can pump out amazing damage. Absolutely incredible. Into the final act we go, almost at full health. I still would like more money. Minus 50% mana regen is fine now because we have that Bearer Blessing that restores magic when we hit an enemy. Pretty much just put all of the turrets down and try and kite enemies towards them. That's going to be our goal for this map. Or we just move up on enemies. We got left. Ah, nothing. Awesome. No reses. Yeah, I think we still go for Fey banners. Try and get as much power as possible. With 4 reses, I feel less like I need to get more max health. Those bloody homing shots. Ah. so hard to avoid with one dash. And that guy's just running into a wall. I respect it. Fair enough, dude. Sometimes I just want to do that as well. I definitely get the homing missile guys into the range of the turrets. Beautiful. More Cleona? Sure. Weak lasts longer when you apply it. I don't think that's relevant. Nullify takes less damage from traps. Minus 40% damage is massive. However, we're sort of looking at how we're going to beat Morgana here, and I don't think any of her attacks count as traps, so we'll reroll. Fire additional soul missiles. Inescapable end. Soul missiles now deal a proportion of their damage to all weakened foes in a chamber. Yeah, we'll take that. That will actually be a little bit relevant. We have health curse to the AoE damage in Morgana is pretty useful because she has a phase where she splits into 3. So if we manage to weaken all 3 of her forms, damage should be split. Because as well, whenever we hit an enemy with weakness, they fire soul missiles out the back of them. I don't think we need more swords in the stone here. We're going to get 50% enemy damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Fae Banner. We pretty much got both of the swords and the stones that we want. It's rare that I say no to a sword in the stone, but I think we have more value here in getting that upgraded blessing. And are we actually hitting that guy? Oh, we are now. Amazing. We have no rerolls, so let's go for Mab. Toxic incubation. Enemies with 5 stacks of venom are now infected. Infected is when an infected enemy dies, it spawns a spiderling. Don't know if I care about that. Chemical X, though, you periodically shoot bile at nearby enemies. That has 5.25 bonus damage per stack of venom. Bile gets triggered every 3 seconds, and it itself is a toxic projectile that deals 25 damage and bonus damage for each stack of venom. Yeah, I think that's going to be the most relevant to us, because we're only going to get a few spiders with infected in the Morgana fight, so it's going to be very small amount of damage, whereas at least this gives us a constant hit. Like, we get in reasonable hits in. I think I'll take the max health here. I don't really care about upgrades anymore. We've got our spell, which is our main build around, to level 6. Whilst it could be higher, it's diminishing returns on levels. Oh, come on. How many times do I need to dodge to... or dash to avoid that homing shot? Ooh, 35 damage from that hit there. Holy shit. And we're not even on a curse that gives enemies 50% damage. That was a huge hit. I was not expecting a normal dude to be able to hit us for 35 damage. Okay, we didn't even get all of that health back. Is it shop time yet? No. What's in here? I think we just go for the easier option. Even if it is -1 mana charge. And Companion Seal means nothing to us. No. Stay away from me. And your nasty, nasty homing attacks. You gotta run around in a circle to avoid them. Oh, we very nearly got punched there. And that is the shop. I don't know why they give you an option to get more money for an elite there, when it's the very last room. I think we got 187. Let's just go for double heal. Yeah. 20% increased health on Morgana. I'm ready for you. So I think the main tactic is going to be when she does her crystal attack, we do our crystal attack. We may as well just pop stuff down. I suppose. There we go. That's the crystal attack I was on about. Let's try and get some damage off. And into that, but our turrets are dealing work. Or doing work, rather. Dealing damage, doing work. Ooh. They're so difficult to avoid. Is it just her left? There we go. Big explosions. And we try and get as much magic as we can get. Okay. We're not doing too bad. Go hard on the deeps here. Ooh. Oh, that was our chance to get a load of magic. It's fine. Oh, all but one we avoided there. Oh, that's... Oh my god. What was that madness? Yeah, I understand you're an absolute psycho, but please, just calm down a little bit, Morgana. We're both going to get through this, don't worry. Oh, no way. I even dodged or dashed out the way of that and still got hit. Shit. Focus on dodging. Let the turrets do the work. We're getting there. Oh boy. Ever so slightly. Oh. We got her. Oh my god. Didn't even need all of the revivals. I thought we would there. But yeah, guys. That has been the weakness turret build. You could have added a little bit of extra poison in there. There's a couple of extra talents we didn't get. A bit more mana regen would have helped for more turret spam, but essentially we got the main bits of the build that you're gonna need for it to succeed. So yeah. What you're gonna want is singularity on your weapon, draining flourish on your spell, with your spell being the crystal turrets, of course. Spirit siphon is a huge amount of damage to gain spirit charge from enemies afflicted by weak. Soul Rend dealing more damage as well. This is where a lot of our damage was coming from with Indomitable Spirit. Jewel Claw as one of two swords in the stone that makes our spell last longer and fires more, 50% longer. I wonder if the fire more like related. Is it just explaining what happens when a turret lasts longer? It doesn't actually like increase the fire rate. I think that's what it's trying to say. That because the spell lasts longer, it's going to fire more. Because in the tooltip below, it just says bonus duration. Yeah. A bit of redundant saying it fires more then. You're going to want as many Fey blessings that increase your spell as possible. Did we only manage to get one here? Oh no, we got a Morgana one as well. Yeah, there. Spell is stronger, but you move slower. 60% bonus damage plus 45% bonus damage. So we're doing 105% bonus damage on our spell. Splintered Soul is great for room clear, making us fire off soul missiles whenever we apply weak to a foe. Venom, Venomous Touch, I would say, is, well, it's required just for the duo blessing, but realistically you could put it on anything. It's just best on the light attack, in my opinion. Then we go for Grave Weakness, the Mab and Cleona duo blessing to make enemies deal 10% additional less damage. That's, sorry, reduced damage. Additional reduced. That's kind of like a oxymoron sort of thing. Then Rapid Fire is the other Sword in the Stone blessing. Your spell deals less damage but attacks dramatically faster. 250% attack speed and a 45% damage reduction. Oh, we ran out of time. Shit. Oh well, guys. Yeah, that is going to be it for today's video, but thank you so much for tuning in, and if you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz, and yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.